Hi everyone. In this video, I will tell you the Python basic things. So Python nowadays playing the vital role in all the industry, and most of the industries they are using the Python for their analytic purpose, the business analytic and data scientist, and some of the predictions things they will use the Python. Mostly, if you are using some analytics purpose, you have to move to the Python and R programming. So these two are the programming languages used in the data scientist and data analytic. Also, you can able to use this Pythons. So if you are a beginner, you need to know so few things about the Python. The Python, this is one kind of high level programming language. The Java and C++ also comes under the high level programming language. It's the founded on the year of 1991. From the year itself, it started is growing nowadays also. There are the two kind of the Python version is available. One is the Python version 2 and Python version 3. So both having varies more the syntax wise and at the same time the importing the packages wise. So this is mostly the general purpose language. This is one kind of a scripting language too. Python, this one have this interpreted language. Whenever the interviewer asked about so what is the Python means, you started from this is one kind of interpreted language. Interpreted language means from the console itself you can able to write the program and you can able to run it. If you are comparing Python with Java, you have to write the code in the Java in Notepad. Then you need to open the corresponding the file saved location, the command prompt. Then you need to run that Java. First you have to compile and after that you need to run it, right? So in this the Python you don't need to do it like this. So you can able to create the Python file, then just click button, it automatically run your Python, right? So this is one kind of the multi industries used in the analytic purpose, as I told you before. This is used in its web scraping method. So web scraping method, which means we need to give the URL. So from URL itself, our programs are going to be collect all kind of this data what we need from the website. So it support the multi-programming the paradigms. So multi-programming paradigms means it should be very comfortable in a data structure point of view, and so OOPS concept also it would be give more and more the things it should be give. So OOPS concept also it also providing then data structure concept also we can implement in a Python in easy way. So do you know why the Python is nowadays used in most of the industries? Because it's having the more libraries modules. If you are writing the machine learning code, so first we need to import the NumPy packages and the Matplotlib for the visualization. So for the solving process, based on the libraries we need to import it before writing the code. Okay. So for this case, the Python having a huge kind of the libraries. In Java, we are calling it as the containers, right? So in the Python, we will call it as the library. This is one kind of the dynamic programming language. Dynamic programming language, why we are calling this one for a dynamic means, here we don't need to insert the data type, so previous of our variable. In Java, we will start from int a equal to 10. In this case, we don't need to initialize the data type is a previous of our variable. Okay. Then this is one kind of is easy to read. So how we are reading our books, the same ways we can easily read the code to understanding the code and the logic. This is the easy method because it does not have this structure. If we are take it as a C program, it has some this structure. So first we need to include some file, then after that we need to create the main, then inside the main we need to write. So in this the Python, it's not at all needed any kind of the structure. Okay, so only one the protocol is we need to import the library. So based on our the problems, if you are using your Python for your machine learning purpose, we need to use the machine learning libraries. If you are try to write your program in a deep learning, so you need to import the deep learning libraries. Then this supports Wood's concept. It's a class and objects, then inheritance, the abstractions method it using, and here in this Python we can easily import the data structure. While we are writing the code normal like the printing the star pattern in this Java or C++, it's take around 8 lines, more than 8 lines. But if we are write the code in Java for as a data structure point of view, it's definitely take around the 30 line or as a 40 line like that, right? So in as a Python we can easily import our knowledge of as a DSA in as the small pattern of the code. So for this case, the data structures we can easily import in as a Python. So other language it takes around more, so 40 lines. Sometimes it exceeded into the 70 lines. In as a Python, it just provide the code efficiency, and we can import what we are thinking in a Python in a efficient manner. Then in this the concept wise, so we're going to be see about the syntaxes, the basic syntax, how to write the code, then how we can import over the operators, and how we can use it in as a conditional, that's a control structure also we're going to be see. Then the loops also we will see in this the upcoming the videos. So normally loops the same as what we have already know in the C++. In the Java also we use some loops, that is the for loops and so while loop. The same things we going to be used, but the syntax wise it will be varies. Okay, the Python, so how you are writing the code, the same way you can write the code in the R programming also. Okay, so the upcoming the video I will tell you so how to write the syntax and how to write some the critical code, some the intermediate also they will use the code in the short line, but I just give this a brief line of the explanation about the code. So the upcoming video you can able to see, I will show this demo of it. Now we will get into it, the coding section. So while you are creating your Python file, you need to start from .py extension. Here I am using Visual Studio. If you are a beginner, you can go to the Python IDLE, or else you can use the Visual Studio. Visual Studio is useful for this upcoming your IT field. So mostly they will use the Visual Studio in other places for the backend processing, trend developing, and the machine learning and artificial intelligence coding. That is also they will use the Visual Studio. So here yes, the same Visual Studio. I have created hi.py. While you are start create your file, you have to give start.py extension. If you are a beginner, you need to know it how to print the first the sample. Or it's a hello world. So whatever the character you want to print, you can print a character and the strings also. Hello world, and run the file. Now you can able to see the output. Here you need to know a few things. Here I will give some definition. When you are starting your character from the single quote, which means that characters. If you are starting your name with a double quote, it means the strings. Okay. So while you are printing some names or some object things, so you need to give that double quotes. The strings it just enclosed with a double quotes. The character is enclosed with the single quotes. Okay. So for saying purpose, I used this word. Okay. Now we will start from the basic addition of numbers. Okay. So you start from like this and subtract a plus b. If you are a beginner, you can start from the hello world, then after that addition, subtraction, multiplication. So likewise, you can increase your coding level. Okay. So don't be always a beginner. You need to know some of the intermediate level. So in Python, that's intermediate. It's going to be a database and some network connection networks. So network it used in the analytic purpose they will use. It's a built-in function already available in our Python. So we need to install it. So upcoming series I will move into data science and data analytics, then artificial intelligence too. Then the full stack developing also I will tell you in the upcoming series. So if you are a beginner, you need to know how to do the addition number, then subtraction. Then after that, you need to know the condition statement. So mostly in condition we will use if else, then after that if then else, also that. Okay. If else. So based on the questions, we need to use the condition. If I'm going to write the code greater number, I'm going to define. Okay. Here, input, enter A. Okay. So this method is used for getting the user input. So here I have given the int because I'm going to take this integer number in this input. If you are giving this one as normal input means it's just going to be take as the strings you're going to be take. Okay, after that you can able to convert it. Enter the. Okay. If you are giving the input, so don't forget to give us the int. Let's see. I'm going to give us int. Then input. Then I'm going to be start the condition. If A is greater than of B and A is greater than of C, then print A is greater than of B. Then if A B is greater than of C and B is greater than of A. If both conditions should be true, means it comes under the print statement, or else it's going to be outside of that condition. B is greater. Now else, in this the else part, you just take the print. The remaining is the C is greater. Is greater. Now run it. Starting the enter the num of A, I'm going to be give us. Here we have written the code for finding the greater number. So here I will use my command prompt. So if you are a programmer, you need to know how to run your program and its interpreter at the same time the command prompt too. So here I'm going to use that as a command prompt. Okay. So in this the command prompt, first I have given the Python, then after that the U, then you need to give your file name. So it will start running. So enter the number of the A. Now I'm going to say give number 1 2 3 4 for A. It's going to be initialized. Okay. Then enter B. B is going to be 2 3 4. Then C. Some value I have given. So here I will give. So A we have initialized 1 2 3 4. This number we have initialized for A. So for B, I'm going to initialize 2 3 4. Then part of the C, I'm going to be initialize 10 2 3 4. So from this number, so we're going to be define the greater. Okay. So from the glancing itself, so we can able to say this C is the greatest one, right? So now we will move into our for loop. So you know it, how to use that safe condition. So these are the basic itself. Okay, so no need to wasting our time for running only the if statement, elif statements. Okay, so we need to move into each and every steps to get into the intermediate. Then after that I'm going to be use that is a looping functions. Okay, looping. So there are two loops, not a two, there are the three. So first one is a for loop and while loop. Then so do while also sometimes they will use. Okay, so mostly you need to know so for loop and while loop. So that's enough. Okay, for I in range start from 0 to 10. Then print up I. Okay, so it's going to be print up to 0 to 9. Okay, so last one index is going to be taken as 0 to 10 minus 1. Okay, so from this the pattern itself, it's just going to be take your word, hold the for loop. Okay, if you are using the character, that is also you need to know it. Okay, then you just save the file, then run it. Python, then you hide that file. So here it's just given 0 to up to 9. Okay, so for loops normally we have to use like that. Then so while loop also the same. While here we need to give the condition inside of our bracket. I is less than of 10. Then we need to initialize I. I start from 1. Then print of I. Then I going to be iterator. Okay. I equal to I plus 1. This also one kind of pattern. Others you can use like I plus equal to 1. This also one kind of one. So we need to make this. This one is the sum. So we just move into terminal. So here you can able to see start from 1 to 9 itself. It's just a printer and also while loop. Okay. So these all are the basic things we need to know. So while, then so for loops. So this enough. These are the enough for us to go into the intermediate. So there are some methods also that so exception, the handling, the exception handling. Then we need to know these functions. Then it's a list, dictionary, then it's a tuples. This also valuable. So in upcoming series, I will tell you how to make some list. There are the one-dimensional list also there. One-dimensional then two-dimensional. So mostly we will say it as 1D, 2D, and it's a 3D dimension also we can make it in this list. So if you are a beginner, you have to know it up to how to make is a two-dimensional, because two-dimensional is a method. So mostly going to be used in some machine learning as the data analytics, because in an intermediate mostly you will use only the list alone. So dictionary in some way you will use, mostly you will get your questions from this list itself. Okay, so list only you're going to be used in the upcoming is of futures, the technologies also. If you are taking some kind of the object, then so what kind of the object, so we are going to be find names. So previously we need to initialize all the object in the list. So from the list itself it is going to be so find it where it appropriately it's equal, like 1 2 3 4 5, right? So if I equal to 5, if I in L, then print I, yes, print no, just try it. Here you can able to see so 5 in this list. Okay, so here I will add the another one is element here. Now let me check. If 5 element, because I here I have is here. Okay, I will change to 6. Now we will check it. It's no, right? So in this the L is defined as the list. There are list operations also available. They append the list, then it's a delete, the pop up the list. So there are some operations also available in this list. Okay, so I will tell you in upcoming. So append and as a delete, then pop also is one kind of as a deletion method, then delete, then after that some let's make is empty list, then we can able to copy the list, then everything's also that. So in upcoming is a series I will tell you how to do the list operation, the string operations, the dictionaries, then the tuple. So these all the things are comes under the data structures point of view. Okay, that's a linear data structure also. There is unlinear data structure. So linear data structure means it's all the things is available in the sequence the manner. Okay, so these the examples are is array, the list. So mostly we will use array in C, C++, then is Java. So mostly we will call it array, and so the Perl also we will use the array, right? So in Python we just only say it as array as a list of the element. Okay, so in upcoming series I will tell you how to do the operation in a list, and list with some the interview question also I will give. Okay, I will give the solution for it and how to approach the question. If you are a beginner, you need to know how to approach the questions. So everything I will say it in that is upcoming the videos. This is the first part, so you need to know up to the for loop and while loop. Okay, then after that you use some kind of question from a HackerRank or the HackerRank, then you just try it, so you can get a glancing about the Python. Okay, so mostly normal the programming language, it just only take around 1 week for completing a full the topic. Okay, if you are a beginner, you can also the complete within a 1 week. So don't take it as 1 month for the learning on the language. Okay, just 1 month it's move into the advanced level. Okay, so don't try to make yourself put it in the beginner level for a Python. Okay, so upcoming the series I will definitely give you that how to move into the intermediate level and the intermediate operation also. The next videos I will post to you for and the learning the data structure in this list, and so how we can make the class and objects, then everything I will say give it in that is upcoming series.